Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, now.
How we doing? How we doing?
Man, I see you got that fly beanie on. I like that.
I mean, cold weather brings out fly gear, right? Like
Right?
I feel, we went from like 80 degrees. Today was a high of 40. It snowed in certain places, like a snow drizzle. I won't say snow because people are going to think we were covered in white out here. It snow drizzled and it was cold. It was like a high of
Yes.
40 today. And it's supposed to be 73 on Sunday. So it's incredible how Mother Nature works in Las Vegas. I'm excited to have another day or two of some hoodies, but I definitely wasn't ready for this kind of weather today
Yeah. It's
whatsoever.
technically winter, though, still. We still haven't had spring yet. Like, it's technically
But
winter, so
we've
it's
been
going to
at
be
the pool
bipolar.
before at the
Yeah,
end of
yeah.
February.
That's just a
Those
nice
days
mild
have
flex.
happened.
Yes, it has. It's just a mild flex, though. We have to still keep our stuff. Can't change the closets just yet.
Oh
So
man,
crazy. I wish we
listen.
could, though. Like, shoot.
It would
I'm
be
ready for
very
that.
nice. It would be
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you guys make sure if you're watching, please share. Give us a subscribe on YouTube if you're there. Share the link. We've got a couple of great local Las Vegas talent, a couple of pro and soon to be pro debut boxers joining us today. I'm going to show a little intro video and then we'll get both of the guys on. Here we go.
And still undefeated, Alexander ATG, the neighborhood champ, Thiel.
All right. Let's
Yeah,
get
get
the
my
guys.
little drink. Yes, let's do it.
Don't forget your drinks. If you're watching, go
Yes.
ahead, get you a drink, have a
Get
seat,
you
and
a
watch
drink.
out.
It's gonna be a good
Uh,
one.
except maybe for these two, they're training hard, so I know there's
Yes.
probably no drinks today.
Yes.
Make sure you welcome our guest today. To your left, Saul El Gallito Gomez.
Yes.
Hopefully I had a decent accent, not well, but I'm sorry. And then on the right, Alexander the Great Thiel, ATG, your neighborhood champ. Guys, welcome to Girl Chat Sports. Thanks again for coming and hanging out with us. I know it's been a while since we've seen you. We had you back in the studio a long time ago.
Yes.
But yes, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yes. Welcome, guys. And it's Saul, correct? Saul Gomez. Gallito.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's
El
my
Gallito.
bad. Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to, for the
I
audience.
mess up
They
people's
know.
names left and right. It seems like I apologize. Guys, you're out there on location, it looks like. Are we interrupting training right now or what's going on?
No, we're just about to start in a bit as soon as we're done with this.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna hold you guys because we know it's like you got a
That's
lot
cool.
of work still ahead of you guys. We want to talk to you guys both about. I know, Saul, you've got an upcoming fight. Alex, you just came off of a big win. You are now 3-0 KO, first round KO. Can we talk about that for a little bit? Your whole setup for that and going down to Tennessee and fighting. I know you had a fight in the Carolinas previous to that, but let's talk about this Tennessee one and how that all started.
Man, it was all about business, and that's really what it was. I had my suit and tie on when I went in the ring. I had my briefcase on, and I handled business. And so the last fight back in South Carolina, that fight only lasted 31 seconds. This fight lasted 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So we handling business and getting the job done. And that's exactly what happened. First round knockout.
Yes.
I
Can't beat that. That's the way to get him out. Knock him out. Knock him out right away.
Yes. And both of you guys have been coaching with your trainer, mentor, a motivator. He's been great. Talk about Coach Ray a little bit and how he's gotten you guys prepared for your fights and upcoming. Sal, you start because I know you got an upcoming fight. And then, Alex, you let us know how your training led up to your fight with him.
I'm sorry. We can't really hear you. There's a lot of pounding.
Oh, okay. They pounding over there. Okay. So I just was going to ask you guys real quick. If I know Coach Ray has been great being the mentor, the coach, and a motivator for you guys. Can you guys describe how he's had you guys prepared for this past fight, as well as Saul, how he's got you preparing for this upcoming fight, how the training's been?
You want to go first?
No, go ahead, man.
Well, Ray's I've been training with Ray since I started, so like I have confidence in like the way we prepare and all that. It's like just like second nature almost, because like he's a good strength and conditioning coach. You know, he prepares everything. He has a game plan for all of that. So I'm really confident that I'm gonna be ready for my fight.
Cool. And then Alex, did he give you any new techniques for this past fight where you were able to KO, or he's just increased your endurance, and what strength and conditioning?
Well, we always working ahead of something. You know what I'm saying? So everything we doing is very strategic. So I don't want to speak on that too much, but
right.
the game plan when it always goes as planned. But when it comes to Ray, it's all about, again, serious business, and we know what's expected. We know what he expects out of us, and we never quit. And as long as we've been working, we just continue to just work hard day in, day out.
Great. That's awesome.
Tell us about the conditioning before your fights, though. Like, I can't.
That's like the worst, because Ray really pushes us like every day. You know, that's what good coaches do. They make you do like what you don't want to do. So like every day, like he tells us we got to go run like on the weekends on the park. It's like I already know it's gonna be torture, but it really like focus. It makes you focus, and it really like it's a real grind. So I already know I'm gonna be ready for all my fights, even the toughest ones. Like in the conditioning, I always know I'm gonna be ready for that condition, like the aspect of that.
Yeah.
I always say this when it comes to the way we work out. If a regular wanted to come train with us, they need to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
That's how I put it, man.
I believe.
All right, I'm not gonna even get started with that one.
It.
Yeah,
you gotta sign a waiver if you think you can train with us. Then hey, be my guest. But I can honestly tell you, it wasn't always fun, but it's gotten fun. Over the repetitive doing it all. It comes like hard work becomes habit after a while. So we just pushing the work out, and that's kind of how I feel when I train with Ray. It's just put this work in. We're not gonna cry about it. It's gonna hurt, but go home after and relax after, and that's what we do. So that's what it's all about.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
man.
So,
hey Saul, so what's do you know about your upcoming fight for your pro debut? Do you know much about, like, do you have you have a fight card yet, or who you're fighting against, or where it's going to be at?
I'm not sure about my opponent, but we do have a date already, so we're just like focusing on that. We got a weight class too, so we're just focusing on controlling my weight and just getting my conditioning ready, so then we could really start like turning it up like in the coming weeks, with sparring and all that. So right now we're just focused on condition, so we could get our body like ready, and then just get everything like we have a game plan already. So like the most important part was the date, so we already got that, so we just got to prepare to that.
And are you getting any advice from Alex, since he made his pro debut just a little while ago too? Like, as far as, I mean, there's got to be some kind of difference between the amateur level and making your pro debut, and maybe whatever, nervousness or what you got feeling inside when you have to make that debut. I mean, are you getting some good pointers there?
Oh yeah, always. Like, I like working with ATG because like even his mindset, like he has like quotes or whatever he'll tell you, because he's been through it, and then like I always like to listen to him because he knows what he's talking about all the time. And then whatever he says, I always pay attention, because he'll either tell you something like some advice that'll really help you like in your mindset, or else like with your body, like something I always like there's a bunch of stuff I always remember that he says. I can't bring like nothing up on the top of my head right now, but it's like he's always saying, like, he's always putting us on game, like me and other people that we train with. So I really appreciate him for that too.
That's dope.
And then that goes hand in hand, because it's like I really look up to Saul as well. It's like it's a good trade-off, and I like Saul's the way I like how Saul boxes. You know what I'm saying? I like his attitude, and he is the reason on why I start training with Ray. in the first place because I was
Okay.
feeling Saul and I liked his groove. I liked how he was throwing his punches, and I wanted that type of conditioning in my arsenal, in my game. So it was like it worked together. You know what I'm saying? So it goes hand in hand, bro.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
it,
that's
buddy.
great to hear about Coach too. I mean, it sounds like, for you to see that, to be inspired, to switch up a little bit, and look how it's done for you too. So that's great.
Yes.
Looks like we got some of the fans in the house, ATG
Yes.
team.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Hey, shout out to Glendy, man. Lost Tres Magda coffee. Y'all go get some of that, man. Coffee gonna make you. It's gonna make you scratch stuff off your goal list. I'm telling you.
We might need
For
some
real.
of that for some of these shows,
Yeah, man.
Right.
Shout out to her, man. Y'all go get some of that good old coffee, man.
That's
So,
great.
how are you guys feeling now in the space that now that we've lifted a lot of mandates, a lot of states have lifted mandates, there's not necessarily a lot of mask requirements anymore. Has that kind of taken a level of some kind of mental thing that we're now kind of coming to some normalcy when it comes to you guys training and for your upcoming fights you have in the future?
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, we always been in the gym. Even after the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? We've always been working, always been grinding. So now it seems like the game is kind of back open as far as sports. You know what I'm saying? The fans are back in the crowd. The boxing shows are getting back to normal. And you're just looking at, like I said, the world is back to normal now, quote unquote, if that's what you want to say. But
Right.
a lot of things have came back into place, so that's definitely great. The mask, it could be on or off, depends on how you feel about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I it depends. I have my own on in certain places, like when I'm at the gym and stuff like that. I have it on. Like when I go to the mall, this, that, and the third. So it really depends on a person. But as far as the sports goes, man, we ready to rock and roll, man.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah.
Kente says that he's enjoying both your guys' attitudes. That's that's great attitudes you both have. And that's
Right.
clearly, I'm sure partly because of your guys' coach and trainer, and also from the hard work and dedication you guys have put in. I mean, just what was it? Probably a couple years ago. I think we met up prior to COVID, maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And you guys were both trying to get to this level. And now, ATG, you've gotten there, and Saul, you on the way, like so close. Like, it's amazing to see how you guys have flourished just in this short amount of time. So congratulations to you
Thank
both.
you.
Yeah.
And that was 2000 and what, 19?
Yeah, 19.
That was like October 2019. Fast
Wow.
forward 3 years now, and hey, you know what I'm saying? You're talking to professionals now. You know what I'm saying? We was little amateurs back then, but it's all the same. We still working. It's all still boxing. So now things are getting ready to be real serious.
That's great.
That's
And
so cool.
me and Mo were there. We saw the first one, ATG, here in Vegas. Hopefully there'll be
you.
something here local in Las Vegas for us to come catch for both of you guys in your
Yes.
future, because we definitely love to support you. But anything else that you guys, what are, besides being in the ring, what is it you're kind of doing, either at home or in your own time to help kind of keep your momentum up and to keep, your dedication on? Because I'm sure you get home, everybody wants to go lay down on the couch for a while. Everybody wants to go eat a pizza on Super Bowl Sunday. Like, I mean, is there some specific that you guys are doing to help kind of keep that kind of champion mentality?
Well, I just do the same thing I always do. Like in like every camp that I'm in, it's just like I just read like any type of books. I just take my vitamins or whatever, and then like when it's really time to, like, when we're really getting close to the fight, that's when like a lot of fighters talk about flipping the switch. So that's when you got to start thinking a little different. You gotta, even though like you don't want to hurt people, you got to start like having that type of mentality where you really like have to, at that point, because you it's basically like the person either hurts you or you hurt them. So it's like. It's basically just that. Well, and then for me, I just like I said, I just like reading books and all that, like reading books, taking my vitamins, and just staying on top of the game, going to sleep early and all that other stuff. And then always stay on my cardio, running and all that. I really try to turn it up more, like as the fight approaches.
Mel, have you seen their physiques? I mean,
I know.
they
Listen,
are
I
chiseled,
can't.
and they have like 0% body fat. I would hate for them to fall off on anything at this point.
So here's
Because
my
they're
question then. So
on it.
I know, Saul, you said that you were mentioning that you're trying to get into your weight class for the for the fight coming up. So, are you having to lose weight or gain weight for the weight class?
No, I'm having to lose weight. You know, every
Because
boxer.
well, because women think that men can lose weight so much easier. So, how easy or hard is it for guys or for you guys to drop weight for fights?
It just depends on how focused you are, you know, and if you start working on it like in the early like stages of your camp, you know, and you stay focused on it, you'll make it so much easier for yourself. But if you just slack off, like if you slack off on your diet and all that, and then you just try to do it at the end, you're really gonna not feel good during your fight. So it all depends on your focus. If you really stay focused, then you can lose the weight easy and fast, and if you're not, then it's gonna be harder for you.
Does Coach Ray help on that too? Maybe I need to talk to Coach Ray.
I know.
Yeah, he's always on this.
Get my focus on.
I don't think we want to go there with Coach Ray, honey. He'll have us running at that trail, that park they got, and then the park right by me. I always say I'm gonna meet him, and it's literally right by my house, and I never can get out of bed to do that. Yeah, it's just might have to come pound on the door, guys, and get me literally drag me out of the bed to get you to yeah.
Bring them gloves.
Bring them gloves. Yeah.
So, Alex, when I was looking at your Instagram, I noticed after your fight, you had like a nice scenic tour, I guess it looked like, of Georgia. What's going on in Georgia? Like, that seemed like some real, I mean, did you just have like a little break after your fight to kind of R&R? Or
Yeah, man. We drove out to Georgia, and we looked at some neighborhoods. We looked at some houses. We looked at some greenery, like some like good nature. Went to a really nice restaurant. So really, that's always the reward after the fight, where you can really kind of just sit back and then just enjoy life for what it is, and look at the sky, and you know what I'm saying, just really just get just see different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So these last couple of months, I've saw a lot. I've seen a lot, and I was down there in North Carolina for a little bit. And I saw a lot down there, so I'm well connected down there. So I'm definitely in the next couple of months, I'm definitely looking to make some moves and thinking about, what I'm saying, taking this journey, elsewhere, and just seeing more, growing more, and
that's great.
Yeah, most definitely.
Always keep pushing forward too. That's definitely amazing. Right on. Yeah. So before we I know you guys got to get back into training. I'll keep you in my thoughts because I won't be doing any training. But what else? Alex, did you mention on what you have coming up as far as do you know of anything that's coming up for you, or you got things in the works for a possible fight in the future?
Yeah, well, my management team is down in North Carolina. So again, I'm right now I'm kind of bouncing back from there from there to here. As far as the training camps and basically the business of the sport.
Nice.
So right now we just resting, kind of let my body get back to normal a little bit. And right now is my first day back in the gym since the fight. So right now I can't really answer that, but I always #stay tuned.
That's good.
This is a journey, and I appreciate everybody that's following me on it.
Awesome. Yeah. We do have one question from Los Tres I don't know. Look, I'm always pronounce things wrong. Maganda. So what do you guys think that you have improved on the most recently? So for both of you, if you want to go first, Saul?
Yeah, I'll go first. I really improved my mindset, which is like the most important part. Is like you gotta grow like thick skin is basically what you have to do, because like I said, people are in there to hurt you, so you gotta have the same intentions, and then like that grind set, basically that mindset, like to basically overcome whatever they throw at you in the ring, So you got to have a strong mindset when you go in there, have a good game plan, and stick to it.
And for me, I'd say something that I personally noticed in my arsenal, in my game, that I didn't really have prior. I used to box a lot. You know what I'm saying? I used to get in the ring and make a lot of adjustments to my opponent. I would get in there, kind of go backwards a lot, go sideways a lot. But one thing that we really been working on, and that's the same thing about life, is I'm going forward now. So my game now is over these last couple of years, I became a pressure fighter, and I've been very intentful and purposeful with what I want to do with my boxing. Instead of circling like Muhammad Ali or something now, you know what I'm saying? We coming right at you, man.
Directly in your face for the TKOs, That's awesome. Yes. Well,
And
you got
what do
anything else?
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna ask real quick. What do you guys have for the kids out there that are up and coming that started like you did with just a dream? What advice do you
sure.
have for the future? And this is Vegas. This is kind of where legendary boxers are pretty much built. You guys are definitely foresee you guys as future legends within the community and being here in Vegas. So, what advice do you have for the young kids up and coming that want to participate in this sport?
What you tell them?
Well, just stay on it. I'll tell them just stay patient, and then believe in like what your coaches tell you. Stay on your conditioning a lot too. Stay on that, and then try to get as much as experience from like the people that are really trying to help you as much as you can. Try to get like good fights, good sparring, whatever, and then just stay on it. Basically, stay patient and stay on it.
Okay.
Well, I got two things to tell anybody who wants to pursue boxing, or anybody with a dream who wants to just prosper in life. Have a support team. You know, a lot of people want to help you. A lot of people want to support you. You just got to give them something to support. So, a mother, cousin, friends, you know what I'm saying, coworkers, really mingle with the people who want to see you and help you succeed. They say those who want to see you win will help you win. You know what I mean? So that's that. And then the second thing, and this is some advice that was given to me when I first started boxing. He said, keep coming to the gym. It's that simple. He said, don't stop boxing. A lot of boxers, they box on and off. Again, he said, just keep coming in. And I'm deep in the game now. And Saul's been boxing for a very long time. And, you know, I have also, but I wasn't boxing when I was, 13 years old, 14 years old. So really, just keep going, keep growing, and see the vision. Because if you stop, you'll never know what you can be.
That's true.
Okay.
I love it.
So we do have actually one more question that just popped in. What future opponents are y'all definitely looking forward to? Also, love the way that you both think mentally. Sports mental is 100%, so that's great. But is there anybody like that you'd like to be able to get in the ring with at some point in your career?
No one specifically for me. I just start working like slowly, and then just eventually whoever has the belts at the end, I just want to fight whoever has the belts in the future. It's the whole
just take down the champs,
Take
really,
the belt,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, same as me. I can't really do too much name calling right now, but I'm definitely looking at the top, at the guys on that ladder, top of the hill. So that's who I'm looking at most definitely, and we training for those guys right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're training for those guys at the top with the belt. So that's kind of my mentality. So anybody else that's not at the top, I'm not saying I'm looking past you, but I know exactly. I definitely have a list, and that's we just gonna see.
Yeah.
What about any of the boxers that you guys looked up to kind of growing up, or Saul, if you did it when you were younger or not, I don't remember, but if there was boxers, or if there's certain people or certain boxers techniques that you've kind of tried to use or learn or gain, more experience in?
Yeah, like when I started boxing, I had one goal in mind. It was like to become like one of the greatest fighters or the greatest fighter ever. But it was Chavez. Like at the beginning, that's what a lot of Mexican kids, they start growing up and they idolize him a lot. So, but as I started like looking more into boxing, I started like looking at more boxers, and like even the prospects right now, I just look at them, and like I like boxing a lot. I like watching the fights and all that. Watching the recaps of recent fights and all that, and whatever fighter I see that I like, I just like try to get something from them, and then like try to mix it in with the way I fight, because it's hard to like switch up completely switch up your style, but like try to like put some of those things, like incorporate them into your game. It really helps a lot too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about for you, ATG?
For me, I grew up watching Floyd Mayweather, a lot of 24/7s, like when he fought Ricky Hatton, De La Hoya. So I was just a kid at the time watching those things, and in middle school, high school. So I always listened to Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people don't like him. Like he's rich, he never lost, but I don't like Floyd for that. I like Floyd because the mindset he has. And yeah, you talk about a champion, man. It's like we don't know who we have until he gone. Let something happen to Floyd Mayweather right now. And then everybody gonna talk about how great he was and this and that. They're gonna start pulling up the archives of what he said, this and that. Man, I advise anybody boxing not to watch Floyd Mayweather, but to listen to Floyd Mayweather, man. And that man's a fucking champion, man. Seriously.
I love it.
Yeah. That's great. Well, we're excited for you guys. We're happy to see you win ATG. We're excited for you, Saul. So make sure you guys pass along to us any of those fight cards or promotions so we can help promote it for us as well. But thank you. And we look forward to seeing you guys out there.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. Happy training. Ray, don't kill him over there.
Good luck.
Come down. We're on the Harry Jones at Real Boxing. Y'all can come get some of this.
What boxing gym are you? You're at the Reed, Las Vegas? What's it called?
Real Boxing.
It's called Real Boxing. It's on Sahara Jones. Come get some.
Sahara Jones. Oh,
all right.
That's not far.
Look, I got gloves in my trunk. Come on.
There you go.
All right, so have a good night. Enjoy training.
We'll some shout outs real quick.
Yeah, give
please.
shout outs.
We want to shout out Hit Hard Sports for all the equipment and for all the support as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hit Hard Sports.
And the slogan for Hit Hard is "Go for the knockout, man." Go for the knockout, man.
I see you taking it seriously too.
Yeah, man.
And they have IG. They have IG. Hey Hard. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, they do. Hey Hard.
All right, everybody, be sure that's listening and watching us. Follow Hey Hard. Support these guys.
Yeah, man. And then also a lot of sponsors helping me in North Carolina, helping me. A Warrior Saints Boxing, a Warrior Genetics Lab. I appreciate all the help that you guys have been helping me with and producing this champion that the world's getting ready to see. And you know, Get Right Photography. If anybody need pictures, go holler at him. He does a lot for the community, man. Brandon Baggett down there at Get Right. Let me see, man. Some shout outs, man. it's like shout out, man. But yeah, man.
Or give us your Instagrams or your Twitters as well. That way, people that are watching or watch it later, they can always come follow you and watch your road and your journey.
Well, mine's real simple, man. ATG Boxing, ATG_Boxing Neighborhood Champ. That's me.
And mine's Saul _G_ Placencia.
Yes, we
Wonderful.
got it. We'll put up the tags. In just a moment.
And a shout out to Mel and Mo.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? GirlChatSports. You know what I'm saying? Y'all on y'all.
You know we love you guys.
We love you guys. You guys are awesome. We thank you so much for coming on and being our guest tonight.
We do. Thank you. And shout out to Ray. We know he's there too. So
shout out to
you
Ray.
right there.
Ray Vega, that's my guy. Yes.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. Okay. Train hard.
Thank
All right,
Ray.
bye, Ray.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Oh my God, they're so great. I love it.
They are.
Can you imagine?
They are.
You have 2 back-to-back wins off of first round KOs already.
I mean,
1:30
he's
seconds,
doing
he said,
phenomenal.
And then in 2 minutes within the first round, he's knocking. What is going on? Both of them. I'm telling you, they're the future of boxing.
So, you know, Andre was in the chat. He said that Jorge has questions. I wasn't sure if the questions were going to be appropriate while our guests were on. So, the guests are off. Jorge, if you got a question.
Jorge, if you got questions. You know where we can find Coach Ray if we have questions. I wish he had typed the questions in. I would have liked to have seen the questions.
I know, right? I thought so too. Yeah, Kente, they were great.
Kente,
Those are some great young talent here in Las Vegas. We definitely hope to see more of them. And especially it's great when they have fights here in Las Vegas too, since it is a boxing capital of the world. But you know, boxing's everywhere now. Like it's really exploding out there on the East Coast, down south, everywhere. So stay tuned for El Gallito and the neighborhood champ making moves out there.
Right, for sure.
What's up, Goose? Shout out to Let the Ball Bounce. Definitely some good energy. You know, it's nice to see the younger generations with all that good positivity and dedication and perseverance. And God knows I could use a little bit of that on my workout routines, which have been non-existent.
The fact that they still want to take up boxing. I feel like boxing for a while has lost its way. A lot of people got into the MMA world. A lot of them focus on the UFC thing. And we lose sight that boxing is very fundamental. It's one of those sports that should never fall by the wayside, you know. And these guys are still dedicated to making it happen. And we need that. We need that fresh young blood. It's long overdue.
And shout out to Ray for, you know, getting that together. And, you know,
out Coach Ray Vega.
I mean, it takes a lot for somebody to be able to, you know, inspire and provide, you know, that kind of teaching, training, you know, mentality to these kids. I'm not kids, but the younger generation too.
Yeah,
These guys are still young.
absolutely.
They've got a big careers ahead of them. So we excited
Absolutely.
to see what's coming for them. So
Yeah. Don't worry, Kente. I bet you Atlanta's on the map. They were in Georgia visiting. That might be
Yeah.
a sign that they might be coming that way.
most definitely. Most
Mhm.
definitely. I'm sure
Yeah.
of it. I'm sure of it.
They were just in Atlanta too. So I think that's the next site. You never know.
It's
We'll
everywhere. I
definitely
mean,
keep all you
that's,
guys
you know,
posted.
these fights are going to take them all over the place. That's one thing about sports that we always forget to talk about too, is sports gives you the opportunity to travel. I know when we had
Yeah.
like Greater Youth Sports last week, you know, just talking about what sports does for the youth. I mean, getting a chance to travel. I know my brother was going through basketball camps and he was coming to Vegas before I was, you know what I mean? Like he was coming out here in middle school, high school, and I hadn't even been here yet.
And then here you are with Roots.
And here I am. He was staying at the San Remo. Do y'all remember the San Remo right before the Tropic? Right before Hooters?
Yeah.
Before Hooters?
I got a San Remo story.
Kente, we will have to, you know, hey, if you got boxing promoters out in land that you know of, that might be an opportunity.
Right.
Give us some details. We can cite it to their management, because I'm sure part of it is finding the match, you know, finding the venues, finding the boxing promoters that are having something, that are looking for young talent to perform. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I wanted to segue a little bit into our last week discussion, Mo. Briefly, we talked about the NBA slam dunk contest, and I gave you my interpretation of what I thought was going to happen, that I think it's trash, and that I thought, you know, 4 dunkers was not enough, and the dunk contest has been bad. And you tried to pep me up. You was really trying to make me believe that this was going to be a different opportunity. This was going to be a different time.
I did.
And what happened?
I did. It was an epic fail. I mean, I didn't see that coming. It was an epic fail.
That was trash beyond all trash.
Do something, you know. I really thought we were going to have exciting competition. I don't know what they need to do with this dunk competition. I really don't. If the stars aren't going to participate, and we're going to see players that people are trying to fundamentally know of. I mean, first of all, can we just say Greg Anthony needed to be ashamed that he allowed his son to eat?
That's where it started off. That's where it went bad.
Why would you invite your son to do something like that and set him up for failure like that, knowing he can't dunk? Because they showed the look on your face.
10-pound Timbs.
Right. I mean, and they showed the look on your face after he attempted to do, when Cole Anthony was attempting all those crazy little stupid dunks and then put on the Timberlands and stuff. Listen, you're his dad. Why would you set him up for that? Like, I felt like that was such a freaking setup. Like, you did him wrong. You did him wrong. That was not right.
It was terrible. I mean, and then I can't remember which dunker it was, because there were only 4 and I don't remember. But the one that he was trying to attempt the dunk, but it literally took 6 tries that didn't count as attempts. So he had like 2 more tries, finally got, and then didn't get it. So it was, I mean, I felt bad for the judges. I mean, you had like Clyde, and everybody was just like, "Are we done yet?" Like,
Obi Toppin.
It was too much.
And it's so sad when you know it's bad when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gets up and leaves in the middle of the dunk off. They show footage of that.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts.
Yeah, your legends aren't staying. Everybody.
What's up, Arlington? Yeah, Levine and Gordon really
They
put it home.
They did. And so did Blake Griffin dunking over Kia. There's so much you can only do with the
here's the deal: is I feel like either there's a lack of like originality, or a lack of like, you know, just brainstorm. I mean, I'm not saying good ideas are easy to come by, but you've got to have more than just what we've seen.
First of all, you got to be able to dunk. First of all, let's go to brass tacks. Learn how to dunk, because the best dunk I saw was when John Morant started off the All-Star game and dunked.
John Morant had like 5 dunks in the All-Star game.
That first one was like stellar. But
that's the other thing. These guys will be in the All-Star game dunking their butts off, but none of them want to come into the All-Star, you know, to do the dunk contest. You're not having to get defended by anybody. You're going to have less injury probably in the game, or I mean, in the dunk contest in the game, unless you're doing some absolute craziness. So I don't know. I just
get rid of it. Get rid of it.
No, the dunk contest is good. Just get people that want to dunk, or maybe get guys from the G League to come in. They want to be on national TV too. I'm sure they want to perform. I mean, get some guys from, I don't know if Rucker Park's still open, but get some guys from out there. Have Harlem Globetrotters come back. I mean, anybody. Get the women out there. You know, there's got to be 4 women that can dunk too. I've seen a couple in college already. They can do a dunk contest.
I mean, get rid of it. I'm just opposed for
I
a boss and all. Do a legends versus newbies shootout, shoot around. I don't know, something, but it's not. If the names are not sticking to the dunk off, then it's a moot point to even mention.
Right.
Because we're going to be like, who are these people? We need the stars to step up if they're going to participate in All-Star, to step up and be into these competitions. I'm sorry, be in the skills
Well, we
competition.
saw Miles Garrett could throw down. Like they definitely what was the year
they've
you were
done it where they
talking
had
about?
King Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
They've had it in the past where they had other athletes doing the dunk contest.
Make it happen.
But
That would be way more
entertaining. To go behind that. You know what I mean? And the stars are just not stepping up trying to do this stuff.
Here's the deal. I feel like the
stars, but they're stars. I'm just
saying. No, but I think like the dunk contest could absolutely do something, whether they were stars or not, as long as there was unbelievable dunks. Like look at how people come out to like, Tarkanian or Ball Dogs for those dunk competitions, or you see the, the social media and the Instagrams of people. Like Arlington mentioned the Dunk King. Like get some of these guys that have like crazy social media following.
I just think,
but again, I just want to see good dunks. I don't care who there's doing it. Just show me some good stuff.
I mean, the thing of it is, it's NBA. So I feel like it's the players are there for the All-Star. Do the work. Do the participation of the All-Star.
Yeah.
It's simple. It ain't that hard. Y'all can play in the game, but y'all can't do any of the skills or the other competitions. No, come on. That's how it's called All-Star. Star. Keyword. Star. I want to see these stars. Jeez. I'm serious. Like, don't be telling me.
They should definitely. They should have us. They should. These guys. I think the guys like here what Arlington said. They do some classic throwback dance. Like you could have dunks from classics in a hat, and have the person that's attempting it to pick it out the hat, attempt it, attempt it on scene. Make it happen that way.
They got to make it. They got to do something because that was a waste of time. I stopped watching. I turned on my Netflix.
Kente mentioned that shooting threes is where it's at. Unfortunately,
I love the skills competition. And the season before it was Steph Curry in the 3-point shooting contest along with Kelly Thompson. But guess what? They didn't do it this season.
I did like the skills competition. They put like Cleveland against the rookies against the
I like that.
Giannis and his brothers. That was good. The 3-point competition was pretty good. I think it would be cool. It'd be nice if like that, Mountain Dew ball was like 4 points maybe, and it wasn't. That way it made a little more difference. But hey, it is what it is.
Those were stars participating. Why are these stars why are the high levels the ones we want to see not participating in this thing? That's the real question I have. Like, I'm like, why aren't you guys doing it? Y'all complaining about it, but y'all not doing it. So why? What is the issue?
I don't know. So
I don't know. But the All-Star game in itself was great.
Good.
I had posed a question on Twitter, like, who do people think won the All-Star? Meaning, as far as who was the biggest star at the All-Star game between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Who was the star to you guys out there? A lot of people said Jordan. Jordan had just left from NASCAR and flew to the All-Star.
So wait, when the All-Star like coverage started, you saw some of the guys, the 75th anniversary jackets walk around. They were getting ready for photos. No one saw Michael, and they were like, "Dang, Michael ain't gonna be like he too big for this. Like he too big."
No.
Listen, once TNT had showed this with the guys in the back room of Team Durant gambling for money, all of a sudden everybody started swarming on, oh my God, now that's the reason that MJ really came, because at one point, he wasn't there for the picture. She's not in the 75th picture with all the rest of the guys. He was absent for that. He at some point got in just in time and got his jacket on, was able to chit chat with some of the guys in the back room. But they were mentioning that, of course, once Jordan saw they were gambling, he was all in. He got there as fast as he could.
Yes. But did he win the All-Star? Did LeBron win the All-Star? Like, who was the stud? Who was the star of the All-Star weekend? Who was the biggest highlight of the All-Star weekend?
MJ was making, this was a funny one for all the power people out there. I mean, it's just hilarious because, of course, it shows that MJ came to his funeral.
So
he told Monet that the Charlotte Hornets were going to draft Zeke, and Monet poor Zeke, he's all in our
Zeke
thoughts.
Zeke didn't make it. Sorry for the spoiler alert.
I feel like, I think because people didn't think MJ was going to be there, that when he did show up and all of a sudden everybody knew, I think that is what made it so great, was that, okay, he's there.
Hey, listen, is the GOAT conversation done? Because I'm going to tell you something also that was very noticeably different. when they called LeBron's name to present, you know how they did like all the forwards are the guards, and they called LeBron's name, people cheered, a great round of applause. But when Jordan came out, when they called his name, it was a roaring bluster of applause in Cleveland. So the name still sticks. So can we
get that anywhere,
debate?
any country,
any debate between he and LeBron? This man got more of a roaring applause than LeBron in his own home court.
The city he brought a championship
where he's
to.
From Akron, a kid from Akron. Michael Jordan still came in there and dominated the applause rate meter. He killed the applause meter. So can we end the GOAT conversation, or is it just?
It's never going to be an end. We know where we stand, and everybody else can have their own opinions, unfortunately. And then when LeBron bails and goes on their team because he wants to play with Bronny somewhere, they'll take them both. Like, here's the deal. It's just gonna. It's if you love LeBron, that's who you think is GOAT. That's it. Basic.
I think he's a GOAT on a certain level. I'm not going to front that he's not.
I mean, he's top 5 for sure, but is he GOAT? Like, he's not MJ.
He's passing so many records because of his longevity of his career.
Well, yeah, when you come out of high school, it's easy. Jordan didn't have that same.
Right. So that's where I'm saying it starts to change, because if he has yet to beat Oscar Robinson. He beats Oscar Robinson, then I can probably say, okay.
But I mean,
now. But
you've been in there so much longer, and plus you kind of was a ball hog for a while too.
If people look at the numbers, don't lie.
That's cool.
It's what it is. But
I know who's GOAT in my heart.
I get it. I'm not, we old heads. I get it.
I know.
But I gotta, we're gonna have to make room for that guy. But I just noticed how the decibel level went from a rah to a rah, like when Jordan came out. It was just an exciting thing.
And the fact that many people came out when Cleveland was covered in snow and freezing cold is just amazing. Incredible. In itself. I'm complaining about 40 and it was like snow 27. And like 10 degrees outside there.
12. Yeah. All of that.
Oh my gosh.
All of that.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
So some other hot topics. Today, I think it was today or yesterday, Aaron Rodgers came out with an Instagram post. He was just very, he had pictures of even his ex and some people from the team and friends and family, just basically giving them all this kudos and thanking them for all their love and unconditional support to the teammates past and present, blah, 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 cherishing everybody's moments. He went on to a talk show or a podcast and to talk about, because, of course, that sent the red flags up for everybody. Everybody, from on ESPN or any other show is telling us, oh, must means it, that Rodgers made up his mind. Like, he's leaving. He's saying thank you and bye to everybody. He said that he went on a 12-day cleanse and was expressing gratitude. I guess maybe he was taking the 22 like manifestation cleansing and regrouping purposefully. But
maybe.
I don't know. It just seemed kind of wild. So he still has yet to make a decision. But of course, when you put stuff like that on social media, everybody's wondering.
Oh yeah, of course.
You still think
people are praying that he goes to Denver. We're praying that he doesn't go to Denver. We're praying we get Devontae Adams. We want manifestation too in our 222. Right. 22. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That could have been very well what it was. I didn't take it as anything. I mean, I was like, okay, what's this mean? I'm not gonna think too deep because it's Aaron Rodgers, and he, of course, is not a a deep thinker. He is a finesser. So whatever.
And he took like 6. But here's the deal: is that he also mentioned like it took him all spring, summer to make his decision last year, and this year he told us it's going to be swift. It's not going to be a drawn out decision. We're already coming up on a month, so we'll see how much longer he's going to make it.
Make a decision, though, bro. We trying to see. What's Russell
We shall see.
Are you talking about him too?
I mean, but they've been talking the same thing, and nothing else changed. So
yeah, and then to say that he would be good in Pittsburgh, I don't know about that. That don't even seem like him.
Sierra ain't gonna live in Pittsburgh.
Nah,
she ain't taking the family there,
and that's not gonna work for the relationship.
Yeah,
yeah.
He gonna go where Sierra gives the approval to go.
Exactly. That part.
Because even an extra couple meal or so ain't gonna make a difference if you gotta live in Pittsburgh.
I don't know if she wants suburbia of Steeltown. I don't know if she wants
that would be a little tough. That would be
yeah,
tough.
it should be interesting.
Other hot topics, of course, you all by know now.
This is the greatest.
Juan Howard, man, of course, was one of the Fab Five, coaches for Michigan now. So on Sunday, they played Wisconsin. They were losing. They lost 77-63. There's a handshake line. We all know what happens after basketball games. You know, he had some stuff happen with the head coach, but then this whole brawl kind of broke out, and he slaps the assistant coach for Wisconsin.
Yeah, so this is what it was. It broke down to the coach calling a timeout within 30 seconds of left of the game. Michigan was down 14 points. They were on a defensive press, which when you know you're on a defensive press, you're not trying to lose any type of momentum. You're trying to get something you could try to make a stop or do something to have an advantage scoring. And the guy called a timeout, which he can legitimately do. He has every right to do what he wants to do. It's his team.
Right.
So
he definitely
Goose,
salute to my guy.
Yeah.
He showed more than I think I'd seen from him before. So
but the thing of it is, this is not the first time with Juan Howard. This man has done this before. He's gotten very angry and had some anger management issues, and you know, nuck if you buck. He got a 5-day suspension, well deserved. It's lucky he didn't get fired. You know, Michigan is on that Jordan brand. What are you doing when you speak to the kids as far as the messaging there? And for everybody that says Bobby Knight and all of those other coaches that did that nefarious stuff, that was a different time. Bobby Knight could not live in this space right now doing the stuff that he used to do.
Well, and this was also before social media, before retweeting, reposting. Some of these things come out during the news, but some of these things come out during the news, but they don't make a big deal of it because it's not being made. It becomes a big deal when social media is talking about it, when it's trending. Absolutely. Like, that's the reason why you see stories on the news. Oh, look what happened last night with this dog or this. I mean, it's always something that they put on the news because it was trending the day before, and they want to bring it back into, you know.
I mean, there was just a brawl recently with South Dakota State. No one was talking about that. They were brawling on the court and stuff. I mean, we get into
plus it's a head coach with a big name, and
it's tied to all of that.
Yeah.
And what responsibility exactly? Like, it's like all of that. So it is definitely and just for that reason, Goose, you're asking on the UW coach of what responsibilities did he take? Exactly. What responsibilities did he take in comparison to Juwan Howard's responsibility? You know, as a Black coach, you have an utmost different type of responsibility.
Wait, are we talking Wisconsin or the UW coach?
Oh, he's talking about University of Wisconsin coach.
Okay, you confused
me. Because he did grab his elbow, like University of Wisconsin. I'm not trying
he did.
Yeah. He did, but I think he just touched his elbow to say, hey, listen, I want to explain to you why.
Well, it's also because he was passing him in the line shake. Juwan wasn't trying to even say hi or give him a handshake for anything for the game. He was going right past him. So the head coach kind of touched him like, hey I just want to chat.
And then he just, and he was still upset about it clearly. And you touched him, which sent him into orbit even more. But at the same time, Juwan, you got to do better than that, bro. You got to set an example. Right. You're a Black coach. The rules are different from us. Our complexion is never, ever an exception, and you know that. So do better. Like, you're suspended the 5 games. You're lucky you didn't get fired. This is not the first time you've had these instances.
You lucky you hit a white coach
in Black History Month and still was able to keep your job. That too, like that meme read.
Yeah, just like the meme read. Kente had said that that there's no way the coach should strike another coach. There is no way that a top recruit will take him seriously. I mean, it depends on the top recruit too, but you know, it's still a program. Michigan's program is still, you know, top tier in comparison to some others.
I'm telling you, they got that Jordan brand representing them. That it goes to, it's so many layers to this. They could pull that from them. They could do all kinds of things. Smarten up, Juwan. You was quiet on that bench for the Heat all them years. I've never seen you.
Goose, I don't know. I didn't see him touch the man aggressively. I saw him. They're coming in from both sides, so there's obviously.
I wish we had the video. I didn't see it.
I wish I had it, but he wasn't. He like literally it was like when you're in. It was like when you're in the line.
Elbow, like kind of that man, like grabbed.
It wasn't like he grabbed and shook it or something. You know what I mean?
Like, hey, let me talk to you for a second and let you know. It wasn't nothing aggressive. Again, the man was smaller than Juwan. You still think Juwan needed to take him for real? No.
Plus that
he grabbed him. He says.
I guess it depends on how you're feeling in that spot, but if you in the position you in,
he threw that. Then he started pushing and put his finger in his face.
I mean, if you're in the position you're in, I mean, that's like I mean, you guys are, right? You guys are coaches. You're in like the same,
I don't know.
career. So that's like if you within your job and someone comes at, I don't know. It's
His
a lot
complexion
to.
is his exception. I'm telling you, do better. You know the rules of the game. Seriously.
Light skin wins again.
Yeah, light skin wins again. Yeah. It's not even that. I'm just saying, like, you know that people's complexions is always an exception. Why would you even fan the flames even more? I mean, even if you told, like, if you said, hey, don't touch him, and the guy was really on him, like, I see it coming, but you still got to set some kind of decorum and example. Juwan Howard has been known to be a hothead within situations. It's like I said, this is not his first offense. Oh, I don't remember what last season he did the same type of behavior. He gets very hot-tempered. He gets very upset. I've never seen him when he was playing with the Heat in his latter years and other teams previous, but hey,
I just don't think it's appropriate for a coach, period. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not, it's one thing if you're defending yourself, but I don't think he was defending himself in any way in regards to him being attacked.
No, he was totally in it to me. He took his asked him twice.
Took his hand.
I
don't know. I saw the video. I didn't see him. I mean, there was no slow-mo to read his lips to see what he was saying. So I don't know how anyone knows that except for if that's what Juwan is saying.
Goose was there. Goose was there.
At the game?
I'm reading. It sounded like he was there because I didn't see that either. He was there.
Goose was there. He was right behind. He was right behind the bench.
Game. I see what it is.
Goose be everywhere, man.
Jealous, but he was there.
This guy, listen. I'm saying, can I get a ticket next time? Look, I can vouch for you. I can vouch for you.
I didn't hear that part. I didn't know that part. He took no accountability in the press conference, interview.
Juwan took no accountability.
He didn't say nothing about it. I don't know what happened, so I have to assume that Goose was there.
Right.
He skipped the All-Star game to go to the Washington and University of Wisconsin game. So I'm going to take your word for it. He said the man said it twice. I'm just going to ride with it.
Oh, Goose is on TikTok. That's why.
Oh, I'm on TikTok too. I got to go look at that. Interesting. All right.
I wish I was there.
That's like if you were there if you got it on TikTok. Shoot, them vantage points be like you there. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either.
So we're gonna move on a little bit, just for all those who haven't checked it out, just because me and Mo like to see our shows and stream stuff. Bel Air, I've thoroughly enjoyed through its first 4 episodes. I actually paid for the 1-month subscription right now just so I can continue to watch it. But I've enjoyed it. It's good.
I'm not into it. Personally,
I liked it because the first episode was just like him why he had to leave Philly, but you see the rest of it through like the second, third, and fourth. The fourth one, Jeffrey is a G.
I'm gonna leave Bel Air where it was, right there on HBO Max with Will Smith and the rest of the game.
Yeah, no, you good.
Mean, everybody's talking about it,
but it's a whole. It's just not a comedy no more. It's more of
it's a dark side. I saw the trailer to it. I just have no vetted interest in it. I don't know.
That's cool. Also tonight, Snowfall returns.
Yes, it does. Come on, Frank. Let's go.
Come on with it. Yes,
I'm ready for that.
Yes.
Euphoria was off the chain.
It was.
Euphoria was great.
Although
brilliant show.
I don't think that last episode was the best episode they've had. It was all right. Like I enjoyed the play aspect, but I didn't.
Nah, Lexi brought that heat, honey, for all of them. She brought that heat for Nate. And the thing of it is if you're not watching it in the deep context of what it's set up for, Sam Levinson, let's shout out to him. Because he's an amazing director.
Well, the development of it is great. Yeah.
The man that directs Spider-Man is the man that's doing this Euphoria show. And the cinematography and everything and every little breakdown is just amazing. But I will tell you this one thing, because we have 1 episode left of Euphoria High. If something happens to Fezco, I'm going to flip over the table.
Yo, Fez.
If something happens to Fezco, I'm
they can't. They better not.
Table. Simple as that. But she owned Nate. She burned him to the ground. She owned oh, God. Cheese and rice. And what's the budget for that high school play?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you have all these props that you were able to find doppelgangers and stuff? Like, you found identical people.
Old girl's boyfriend playing a role, but I'm just saying, you had all of this play action and set design and production. What's
the music, the lights,
budget to do all of that? Like,
Well, they
I
kind
don't
of have a little bit of an
understand it.
uppity, you know.
Man, no, it's supposed to be small town euphoria high, like with drugs and teenage pregnancy.
Maybe
and
all
kinds
that
of
drug
teenagers.
money paid it off.
I don't understand. Maybe it was Fesco money. I don't know, but that production was ridiculous. But I know Fesco better be all right next episode. I know that much.
Yes. So a
Shoot.
little bit of NBA. We've been without the NBA since All-Star break. It's continuing to, it returns tomorrow, NBA. So that'll be exciting. Of course, we all know Chris Paul is out for 6 to 8 weeks with a thumb fracture. He also was the recipient of the Kobe Bryant and the Gigi Bryant WNBA award for effort, which was amazing.
Great.
I hope that he continues to push for those advancement in girls and women's in basketball. I think that's great. Nets signed Goran Dragic.
Yeah, that's gonna be a huge. That's another big man. Listen.
And supposedly there's talk about New York City possibly working on their vaccination mandates. So, Kyrie is all set for that. He's ready to play at home. He's ready to play full time. And apparently from coach, he's putting in that work.
Yeah. The Mayor Eric Adams is trying to make that happen. The governor's trying to make that happen where they're lifting their mandates so he can play at home games.
Right.
And if he does, that's trouble for the East to a certain degree. I mean, they really got a squad now.
Sure.
Now it's like, now I'm seeing what's happening. Now with the James Harden thing in Philly, that's kind of crazy because he didn't necessarily finish his contract in time to do whatever skills or whatever he has to do to play. But I want to see some action with that too. Zion Williamson has been the biggest trending topic of the day. JJ Redick went on First Take and kind of gave an outspoken kind of opinion, which was fact-based, that Zion did not reach out to CJ McCollum, the top star that got traded to the Pelicans. Did not reach out to him to congratulate him, to say welcome to New Orleans. Let me know if there's anything I could do. JJ Redick also mentioned that even when Zion is in play action with the guys and he's in the locker room with the team, he's a very detached player from the team. He doesn't associate with anybody. I just think that's totally rude.
You can't be James Harden yet, sir. You can't play the James Harden card yet.
And it's so rude, though. You've got one of the top NBA stars coming to your team and you don't reach out with a text message to say, hey, bro.
His hands are full of Doritos.
Welcome.
Like, that's what's happening.
I'm in Oregon.
You don't got time for that.
I'm training and working out, but I can't wait to play with you, buddy.
He ain't training for nothing.
Listen, I don't understand.
Let's just add Zion Williamson's name to the what could have been list of draftees.
The whole freaking franchise, dude. I swear to God, he took the money and he's not doing jack. That's what I believe.
He ain't doing nothing.
But did I reach out and text it's CJ McCollum,
which apparently happened today. Apparently today there was some sort of reaching out on his behalf because
he got called out on it. But the fact
that a little late, but okay,
the fact that you had to be told to do that, that's where the late call comes in. You had to be told to do that, sir. What is wrong with you?
These guys have.
It's too much. My 300-pound plus life out in Oregon.
Yeah.
Just what? Yeah, Nike Town. Just looking at all the sneakers and got disoriented. I don't understand.
I would probably.
CJ McCollum. Ridiculous.
Yeah. So looking forward to getting back into some NBA action tomorrow. In regards to the NFL, there's one thing, we all have our mixed emotions about Tom Brady. However, the TB12 brand is producing, and Tom is going to star in a new movie called 80 for Brady. It's going to be about 4 Pats fans that are driving cross country to the 2017 Super Bowl that was between the Falcons and the Patriots. Guess who's going to be in it already, though? This sounds like something that we would be doing maybe if we were older, taking a road trip with our girlfriends. So Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, Sally Field, Lily Thomas. So this is going to be kind of like a older ladies, kicking it and taking a road trip to go see the Super Bowl, which is
that kind of demographic of fan base of Pat fans exists. So I love it. It sounds very entertaining.
And it's based on a true story. So I mean, I can see myself doing this with people when I get older too. So
it's guaranteed you doing it. I already know. I can already see
maybe not driving myself at 80, but I definitely be making there would be some Mercedes-Benz van taking us there, shuttle bus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's why maybe 80 for Brady is the speed they were going. But I mean, all those actors, Jane Fonda, Sally Field, Lily Thomas, those ladies are all well in their 70s, if not close to 80.
Oh yeah, they definitely well into their 80s, and I'm waiting
Yeah.
for Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda to bring my little show back on Netflix. Where y'all at?
I
Like,
love
come on.
that show.
Yes, I need them to come on back because you only split half
Yeah.
of the season this time, and you left me with the cliffhanger, ladies. I need you to
I
go
think
ahead
I
and
still
wrap the rest
have
of
like a
that up.
little bit of the last season to go through too.
Yeah, that's
so,
my little show.
yeah.
So I need y'all to come back for us.
Everybody, if you could just keep your little fingers crossed, please, because the Major League Baseball owners have said that if there's no labor deal reached by Monday, there could be a shortened season.
Wow.
All I gotta say is I got spring training tickets for the weekend of March 19th and 20th. There better be some spring training happening on those days.
Listen, if this happens again with a shortened season, I don't want to hear an excuse if the Dodgers win a World Series because it's a shortened season, or if another team wins a World Series because it's a shortened season, or any of this mumbo jumbo. This is not something that they can control. This is something that's going on right now with the league. And it won't be the Dodgers' fault if we get a pennant this season because of a shortened season.
It could be
because we were
anybody's
deserving of that pennant.
season. The Mariners could finally make the playoffs.
Yeah, you could. With a shortened season, you definitely have a chance of doing that if you play like you did last season.
We made a big move before the start of the lockdown. We still have a very young team. Like, it's all possible. So
yeah, and I'm not going to make an excuse to you guys saying that you don't deserve it because of the shortened season. I'm just saying they do this and we win. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, facts. So tonight, also for those, obviously, if you're watching the show, you're probably not out, or you could be out. But tonight, it was the Las Vegas Aces night for the Athletes Unlimited down at the Sports Center of Las Vegas. They had games at 6. If you run now, you can make it at 8:30. Guests Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, Derica Hamby, and Kia Stokes will all be in attendance, because it's bringing the Aces fans to help support the other women's basketball league here in town. This is their last weekend of games. They have games tonight, 2 again on Friday night at 6 and 8:30, and then 2 more at Saturday at 4 and 6:30. You can go to Eventbrite and search Athletes Unlimited, or go to their Facebook page and get the link. The tickets are like from $20 to $60. So I may try and go on Saturday to see a game. I haven't caught any. I've been wanting to go see a game, so I may try and do that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Also, yeah, I don't know if you saw during the All-Star game or the dunk contest, because I know I was watching because it was crap. But Asia, Chelsea, and Derica were sitting. All 3 of them were right there behind the main front row of the bench over there. So they had a lot of camera time. Ladies seemed like they were having a good time.
Good.
I mean, it was great to see.
I meant to submit to you that had them with the 75 ball that was all crystallized.
Oh, okay.
It was a dope pick of all 3 of the ladies there.
Yeah.
And not to mention the fashion of Derica Hamby. She was also part of that BR Kicks fashion show.
Yeah.
Presenting some of her looks with her sneakers and stuff. That was pretty fly. So I'm glad.
Oh, that reminds me to put we actually had some of the All-Star looks for the guys.
Oh, yeah. Check it out.
Mellow and that. So pink and purple used to be my favorite colors. But when I saw this, I immediately was like, never mind.
No stalling out like that.
Yeah, I do like the jacket. Who's the one guy in the pink hat?
That's that wasn't Darius Garland. That was I can't even see from my phone. Who did I send that to you of? Can't even make out who that is, but I do like that.
Well,
look.
if you're seeing on this, I do like that jacket.
The fit of all of them.
So we got those guys. Of course, these ones. I don't know. Like, if Kat is getting Louis Vuitton pants, you think they make them a little bit longer for him, or that's just the style that I hate, I guess, right now?
It's that wide leg, shorter crop kind of thing. But he had the sneakers to go with it. But it did look floodish when you're wearing it like
ridiculous.
that. Yeah.
And then, of course, the arms of his jacket looked like they're too short, too, which I know is hard for a guy his size.
It's
but
just the pants. They're wide.
Smiley pants, too? Like, come on.
Yeah, I like the smiley pants. Those are kind of cool. They're different.
I mean, LeBron looks sharp. Sorry, that's LeBron, the GirlChatSports logo.
He did. I had to bring the man of honor, but I'm questioning the man bag. I see a lot of guys are wearing the man bag, and I just have a message for all of you in the man bag arena. If you're with me and you have the man bag, guess who's not carrying their purse anymore?
Right, you carrying my stuff.
You're carrying my stuff. I'm going to say put that in your purse. I mean your man bag.
Put that in your purse, please. Yeah.
Yeah, because
and then of course I think this one was our favorite. This was nice.
Tater, honey. That's what you do in the Midwest. You
see who he's got on his shirt too, which made it even better.
Yes, you bring out your best fur.
Has the beautiful fur. You're in Cleveland. It's cold. This is a perfect time to be wearing your fur.
Get it out. Your best fur, honey. That's what you do.
Those are amazing.
Midwesterners, I love it. Yeah.
Like I said again, the AU schedule for this weekend at the Sports Center in Las Vegas here, the Vegas Sports Center on Sunset Road. So it's going to be on Bally Sports. FS2 are the games, so make sure you check it out or go see one. Also in the WNBA news, of course, Liz Cambage officially has joined the Spark. She had a shout out to Nick Hamilton, previous guest with Nightcast Sports, because he had a great footage of being there for her media day, or her spiel with the Lakers, and Derek Fisher sitting there with her. And she definitely thanked the Las Vegas fans and the Aces fans and the organization for kind of like helping her learn more and being a team that she wanted to go play for and get up for and go to practice for. She also again addressed the issue about the pay, that it's hard when you have the best league in the world, but we're not treated like the best athletes in the world. Listen, Drake jumped in real quick. He's like, bring him to Toronto. We'll show you how it's done.
Come out there.
He want everybody. He want girls out there, period.
He's been wanting her to come out there, though. He's been trolling Liz for a minute, trying to get her to,
that Fenty's working for him.
Yeah, to work
the Fenty Savage.
To get the Aussies out there, the Aussie women to come out there to play in Toronto. He's really trying to make, and it could be a context clue that he's trying to maybe buy a WNBA team. Who knows? But
he got the money. That's what people in the comments were saying. It like, hey, Drake, you got the money. Get it. Because the thing is that for the WNBA got 75 million investments. Like for them, they really need to improve on being able to have more teams, to have more women that are coming out of the college. Because if players are staying around till 40, like Sue Bird, and that leaves one last spot for some of these up and comers. Mind you, Sue Bird took a huge pay cut this year.
Sure did.
She went from 221,000 last year. She's taking the vet minimum at 72,000.
72,000, yeah.
Doing it for the team. Now, if only some other players could do like that, but they never will.
Not in the WNBA. We're talking NBA.
Well, it probably also helps when your significant other. Also, shout out to the U.S. Women's National Team. Thanks, Goose had mentioned it earlier in the comments. Is that they had a great settlement. These girls are getting are now getting paid.
25 million they're rewarded. Yeah.
Yep. Equal pay in women's soccer. And they deserve it because they've been kicking the guys' butt for I don't know how long. Right.
That part.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm glad that settlement came for them. I was really excited to hear that.
Yeah. We're going to get to some sneaker drops. But first, I want to also mention for those that are here in Las Vegas, the Aviators single tickets are going on sale on March 1st. So if you want to get single tickets for the Aviators games, I'm assuming they'll start as soon as lockouts are done. AviatorsLV.com. They also got new field. They got new grass out there too. I just saw on the news earlier. So I guess it's better for our water conscious, Las Vegas area.
I want to know how much the pool's going to be.
Listen, I want that pool. I just want to run it out one day, one game.
Didn't the prices go up last season or the season before?
I don't know. I noticed, but the pool wasn't open before because it was still COVID. Right. So I don't know. Special Girl Power.
Yes.
Elena Myers Taylor. This lady has been a U.S. Olympic bobsledder and world champion since 2007. And after winning the silver medal in the 2-person bobsled at the Winter Olympics, she is now the most decorated Black Winter Olympian.
And check this out. She had COVID before the Winter Olympics. She tested positive for COVID before the competition started. And they weren't sure if she was going to be able to compete. And she got over it enough time to compete so she could get these medals. She got that bronze, and then she got another medal too, right? She got 2 medals. Silver and a bronze, right? Yeah,
she had a silver, and she had a total of 5. She's got a total of 5 medals. Yep. And when she was being talked about being, having made this historic moment, she said, hopefully it encourages more and more Black athletes to come out to winter sports. I think the more diversity we have, the stronger our sport can be.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, big shout out to her.
That's great.
Yeah. Now for some sneaker drops.
I don't like getting excited.
I don't know why either.
I don't either.
So this is, again, I know these are women's shoes, but guys, if you feel that your height is a problem, make sure to check out the AJ1 Elevate Lows. Listen, guys, if you on that 5'8" and under. Like these lows, mind you, they're women's. It's okay, guys. We wear the women's J's all the time. We got white onyx and the white wolf gray. These are
That
the
is so shady.
AJ1 Elevate lows.
That is so shady.
They come out on the 25th, so just in a couple days.
She's
I mean, you
out
got
line for that,
at
guys.
least 3 inches right here. At least.
That's so out of line because it's so apparent. You're not even fooling anybody if you have them on. So that's the thing.
I know,
Like,
but
I
maybe
don't
you
even
could
know
have
a
some
guy that
belt.
would even
You could
go
have, I
there
mean,
and
if
do that.
bell bottoms are coming back, you might as well just throw them underneath a pair
I
of
don't even
those.
know a guy that would even go there doing that because you literally can see the platform.
You know, there's gonna be somebody.
Nah. They're gonna be the same people that wear the platform Doc Martens too, if that's the case.
Yeah, all that.
And
that.
that's your rocker emo guy. Oh, I like those Vans.
All right,
The
yeah.
Babes.
So
Let's go,
Babes
Babes.
and Vans are doing a sophomore collection. I believe there's more than just these ones, but these ones do come out on the 26th of February.
I like those.
For all of our golf people, we got the
skate ones. I like those.
Yeah, the AJ1 low golfs. You got the UNCs and the Chicagos both come out March 4th. Along those lines, in regards to golf, these got pushed back a little bit, but the AJ12 low golfs, these are the taxis.
Yeah, I like
They're
those.
coming out on the 11th of March. So
Yeah,
they
I would
got
get
pushed
those.
back a little bit, but yeah, if I played golf, I guess I don't know.
I mean, that's the flyest ones.
But the 11s are coming out too. The high top tax, you know, the high tax or the regular taxis
The
are coming
12
out on the
taxis
11th
are
too.
coming out.
Yeah,
But
Mhm.
the low taxis for a golf, that's a swaggy
Yeah.
little golf shoe. And it's black and white. It fits the whole golf.
I mean,
black
having
look.
Jordans as your golf shoe anyway, I think is
Yeah, it's
just a
pretty
look.
swaggy,
So
It is
I
pretty
mean,
swaggy.
yeah,
I want to get some for my dad.
You should. My brother
That'd be
got
so
some. He
swaggy
got those
for-
fours.
I
Yeah.
would so get some for him. His birthday's coming up.
And for everybody else, of course, the UNC AJ6s come out on March 5th. Along those same lines, what you had shared with me, Mo, earlier today was that it looks like Team Jordan, the Jordan brand, is going to be celebrating the collegiate teams within their Jordan brand, I'm guessing. So the Oklahoma Sooners will have their own AJ6s coming out in sometime within this year, 2022, along with, I'm sure, other.
And they're ugly
Jordan
as all get out too. I am not a fan.
I mean, I like the UNC ones, but I'm not a Sixers fan. So
I mean, the thing of it is just the colorways of this is just not a good looking shoe to me.
well,
I mean, it's great that they're
Oklahoma.
doing this, but I wouldn't personally.
I'm sure if you saw those like in Michigan colors or
I
don't
don't
know.
see any sixes in any colors. I'm not a six person anyway. Carmine's, that's about it.
Yeah, I don't
Who's
know.
rocking
I mean,
Carmine's?
I liked my
rocking
gold
Carmine's,
hoops that
though?
I got.
I don't even know who's rocking Carmine's now. Though.
So these also are sixes. They're women's. They come out on March 8th. They're called the Mint Foam. Not bad.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's wearing sixes these days? I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't even know. Like sixes are just kind of mids to me. I don't know. I'm not a big.
Oh
fan.
Lord, here we go.
No, I'm not talking about mids and mid sneakers. I'm talking about mid range. Like it's just mid.
Mid-range.
You know, the term mid. It's just
Well,
mid.
these are some I'm looking forward to. These are the Volt
Now, I
highs.
do
They're
like those.
supposedly coming out in this summer
Now, I do
sometime.
like
So I
those.
will be keeping
I
my
will
eyes
attempt
out
on
for
those.
these.
Yeah, I need another
Most
colorway
definitely.
one. I don't necessarily need one, but I would want these. So
Okay.
those
I
are
hear
kind
you.
of dope. I do like those.
Yeah, those are good. We've also
those are all
got
black.
the Air Max 90s, the Batmans.
Yeah, those
These
are
are
fly
pretty
too.
cool.
I could do that too.
Yeah.
Wear to the new Batman premiere with Robert Pattinson and Catwoman or Batgirl as Zendaya's playing. Yeah, that would be my little shoe.
Yeah. And that wraps up the sneakers. So, hey, listen, we appreciate, shout out again to our guests, Saul Gomez and Alex Thiel, of course, El Gallito and ATG. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Make sure to follow them. We're going to have the links to their social media in our bio for the show. Make sure you follow them, support them. You know, Las Vegas locals that are trying to do it big here and doing big things in boxing. And we can't wait to see what's on the horizon for them. And also, of course, a shout out to coach, trainer extraordinaire, Ray. We appreciate him
Yes,
always
Coach Ray.
sharing guests with us. So that's great. Anywho, that's it for us. It's been a great Wednesday. We didn't go an hour and a half today, so that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't cut out. Knock on wood. So
look at that. What'd you do differently? Maybe it's that airplane mode or something. Did you not have it on aim?
No, maybe it's the 222.
See, I was manifesting that for you. I was like, please don't let Mo's phone, go through it anymore.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
All right, y'all. Please have a safe and wonderful weekend or week and weekend. And we'll catch up with you again next week with another great guest. All right.
Yes.
Have a good one. Stay safe. See ya.